Oh, is there a problem? Oh no, this would be a first time there's an issue. Good morning, comrades. How's it going on this fine day? And I realize I've muted Hearts of Iron. Oopsies, there we are. There is the sound. There we are going. Right, and then we are going to... Don't see that. Forget you saw that. That is... I may be producing another video on top of Wales right now. Mainly because I've just got time on my hands. And as... God, don't see any of my files. Like, please. Please. Okay, right. We are just going to load in. And because I haven't, we're going to quickly ping everyone. Because otherwise, not telling people that I'm live is probably a bad idea. I have a feeling. So we are just going to do this real quickly. Do not thee worry. I am going to be right with the stream in moments. In moments, I say. Okay? Believe in me, comrades. For I am still here. I am simply just casually forgetting to ping people. So we are gonna add content with some seriously good thumbnails, obviously. Never been the same thumbnail twice. And I would never consider such a thing. And I shall slap you on your wrist for even considering that I'd even consider such a thing. Right, so, workers of Iberia. Get calls on all Iberia? Yeah, I mean... I just don't know what that means. I don't know if that's worth it. I mean, we've got Portuguese China, so... Should we even be concerned with such a thing? I mean... What? Right, we're going to go to the exact definition of the achievement. Playthrough overview, hotspot wiki, dalila. Wait, does it? Do they no longer have? I swear they had achievements here. I swear they had achievements on this page. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I might be wrong. Right. So it is only 1939 to be fair. And what we are going to do is something beautiful. We are going to plan the siege of places like lmao. In fact, that is our next location. 295 days doesn't look like our next location. I do want to attack Japan like this. I think this is a nice way to attack. We are doing it, okay. I don't know if we can mobilize in 150 days. I want to say we can. But we're not mobilizing hard enough to say we are. Right. Okay, improve worker conditions. Right, we're just going to hit play and we're going to move on with it. I do want to do this, but at this point, we may as well not risk it. Ooh. Topple government against... Huh. Wait, that would mean that we'd be able to choose whenever we attack. Meaning that we can do... Okay. So, we're not going to look at China for the small time being. Because I don't think Japan will either. I have a weird feeling they won't. And we're going to use this to unite all of Europe. Well, I say all of Europe. Unite the Iberian Peninsula. As the Spanish are going to be incredibly weak right now. And because we'll have a free war goal to move right in, we should do it as soon as we physically can. So we're going to do it now. We will get this and move in within the same time. I don't care if we own a tiny bit of Spain, it's all good. We intend to take all of Spain, to be fair. And because the Chinese United Front blocks lmao from doing anything, and they'll be next on top of us, it'll all be brilliant. We will be A-okay from here. 161 guns a day of the latest gun type. This is a gun type that Japan wouldn't even have at this moment. Okay, let's stop these units doing that. Silliness. Why would you not go? That is weird. Okay. It's also weird to have a stream where all my comrades are outside. But then again, it's a really nice day, so I don't judge anyone. You know, you guys are actually getting some air you know what? I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you all. Right. We are going to go Southern Iberia. Right. It is a very quiet day today, but you know what? I do not feel bad for it. I feel pretty good for a quiet day today. Okay. I think I'm gonna have some nice tropical juice whilst I'm here. Get ASMR, bitches. Right. Honestly, streaming every... Oh my god, that is loud. Let's take you down. Cool, blimey. That almost went somewhere. I guess because I'm, like, less quiet today. Anyway, just for everyone who will be coming in the future on the VOD, which will be kind of nice. All of you are going to have a really nice time when you will coin in later on. The Wales video is going swimmingly. Some of my friends, who I have shown what I have done to, who follow Hearts of Iron quite darlingly, have all kind of said, yes, it is a brilliant video. My god. One of them said, I don't know if it's amazing or atrocious. All I can say is you're not even on a different level. You're in a different building to everyone else. Like, I didn't even think this was possible. Right? Like, I felt flattered, to say the least. Of course I would. My god, it only takes us like 70 odd days to get from one side of the world to the other. Which is honestly something brilliant. Granted, we'll have literally no anything by the time we get to the other side of the world. But hey ho, that's a thing that later us should worry about. Now us can only worry about a few things at a time. Okay. Anti-fascism, there we are. And there we go. Okay, that did cost us one more material than I liked. I love it how we're trading so many goods. We just can. We just can, which is beautiful. Right, they're just settling down. So we want to be looking at Macau right now to just basically flop all the units down. Build a whole new... We're going to build a new theater. We're going to call it China. So we don't mix up whose troops these are, because it's going to be very easy. Okay. It is awesome having this many Chinese units. Right. So we'll want to start off with having this happening. And then we'll want to keep training. That is the plan. We'll just keep training these units. And we are going to ask for garrison support of these guys as well. They're going to be fueling all of our manpower, basically. Research collab, we are going to get... Ooh, do we want to do a lot of this right now? I'm not sure we do. Except for colonial assimilation policy. That's going to be beautiful for when we take over take over Spain. Of course. Yeah, that's right. We're taking on Spain immediately. That is where we are going. Now, do I know where all my comrades are today? All my loyalists? No. No, I do not. But you know what? I am proud to see some of you coming through, flooding in, as it were. Right. Golly god. Okay. This is, I think we're gonna barrel roll them. Okay, I think we're prepared for war. Let's go on to this army. It says we would only be partially ready. I think that's a lie. I think the longer we give them, the more likely they are to come back at us. So we're gonna fight them instantly. And just pray they don't join anyone. As you can see, sniping first was a very nice decision on our part. And we have won quite a few theatres already. That is marvellous. Really nice to hear. And we have 31 divisions in Macau brewing, which is really, really nice. And we're going to quickly run over and take Madrid. And whilst we're taking land, we're going to very politely ask, just so we don't run out of manpower, we're going to very politely run over. Oh, we can't ask for manpower off these boys. That's a bit sad. Oh, well, they've asked for that. That's kind of nice. And we can't ask off these guys either, which is just kind of funny. We just have Portuguese Angola for a bit of a giggle. Right. I mean, to be fair, they will make themselves a fair amount of stuff. Right. Okay, and we are just going to be bringing it straight up and through. Okay, how much land? They are not quite. They're not close to dead yet. That's not what I want to hear. I want to hear that they're struggling, getting near death, feeling the pain. Okay. I do love how Madrid's just flipped into being ours, just overnight. Okay. And we're just gonna run, and we're gonna try to get Barcelona. I think that's the most sensible answer, and then we're gonna run around for Sevilla, and we're gonna run for Cadiz, then Malaga, then Almeria, and it's just gonna be a blood-curdling attack, really. I do think we are going to be a little bit struggling in manpower for the next little while, but it will be fine. We'll have puppets or something. I think we'll puppet part. Yeah, we will puppet part of Spain. Okay, it will be fine. We'll find a way. We'll find a way around it. Okay, and we'll want to attack upwards to here. Whilst we run for Bilbao. Yeah, we have already done that plan. Okay, that's good. Right, up to Zaragoza. We basically want to divide the nation as much as physically possible, because it really confuses their lines. Okay. Okay. That should be enough. Ish. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay. Balls. That's a really sad situation. Right. And Ciudad Real. Right. We do have a Marxist photo, right? Yep. Perfect. We are going to have aggressive reconnaissance. Okay. And we are... That will up our speed to get to Burgos. And that will be enough... Sorry, Bilbao, not Burgos. That is the wrong place. Completely wrong area. And we're just going to murder these guys before they can even join the Axis. Because there's nothing technically stopping them. Other than their own AI. Okay, so we need to go up and round for here. Just up here and round. And we should be fine. Okay, comrades, this is going to be brilliant. We are going to be together. We are going to do this together. And we shall forever remember why the commune is strong. Okay, Huesca, Zaragoza. Okay, Caspe, Tortosa. Okay, that's brilliant. Right, we are going straight up and through. Okay. German Reich. Yep. Let's really hope we don't get wrapped up in that war. That is going to be a really sucky war to get wrapped up into. Okay. Okay, La Coruna, now. Spain must be, like, nearing the end, surely. I mean, yeah, sure, they have, like, a fair amount of, you know, capability to fight. But, also, like, come on. There's only so much you can fight with nothing. It's because they have Sevilla. Okay, we need to go around and take Sevilla. That is on the now list to do. Now, the now to-do list. Okay, Ciudad Real. Okay. Murcia. Okay, they should be near death, surely. Surely. Am I, like, going insane? I'm going insane. How? 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 Okay. I really hope that was a defense, not offense, but we're fine. Comrade, I've seen you've moved from brutalizing the Chinese to brutalizing... Is that Franco? Yes. Yes. That is... Franco is running the Spain, yes. And are we brutalizing them? Yes. Gladly. Gladly brutalizing fascists. But, well, it's less so brutalizing at the moment. We're the ones getting brutalized, which isn't too nice. Right, we should very quickly add 31 divisions in. You see, I didn't think it was necessary, but, actually, it's just the fact that we're garrisoning. It's kind of a toss in the air. Do I want to do that? I mean, I need this. Let's work on this first, and then we'll see from here, right? I love it how Louis is genuinely a level 7 already. We've got Diego in power now. He's gonna be sweet. He's gonna be exactly what the doctor was ordering. when he put me on cocaine. Right. Right. Okay, there we are. There we are. Right. Up and round. Clear the top bits so we don't have 26 divisions ready and rearing to invade that tiny piece of area. Right. Okay. We need Valencia, and we need to free that unit ASAP. So we're needing to run down. Maybe run for Toledo. Okay. And run for the river lines. And run, frustrate them. And try to go... Ah! Right, it's the Italians keeping them alive. That's why. Oh, right, yeah. Of course they'd have volunteers. Because this would count as technically the Civil War type combat. So yeah, of course. Of course there'd be some, like, drawback. Okay. The international, like, situation. Everyone's screaming at me. Got ya. I remember now. I remember. It's stupid to try to see this as different. Right. Okay, so what we're gonna do is completely surround them for a second and then trifold attack. Which is, like, really stupid given this situation. But it's fine. Because they'll be completely encircled, and that should technically be... We're gonna really quickly throw this so that we're more likely to win, because we really badly need that. Okay, the assimilation policy should be fine now, and we're gonna very hastily patch up Madrid, because I see it's very undefended. Okay. Okay, right. Okay, and to that. Ah. No. No, sir. No, that's not happening. Right. Okay. When we get the 33 reservists from China, it's gonna be very nice. But until then, we've just gotta kind of hold it in and just keep slowly wheedling them down. And by slowly, I mean, like, brutally oppressing the Spanish. Like, really brutally. Like, this is terrible. I'm worse than Franco. I'm like Franco's worst nightmare. And that's really saying something. Right. Okay. Okay, this should be fine enough. Yeah, that's fine. It would be La Coruna. Happy Thump, a fascist Spaniard day. Yo. Okay. Yo, what rhymes with thump? That's right. Silver French horn. Of course. Right. Okay, so we really need to, like... We need to end a few more units, is what I'm understanding. Right, we need to just really make it so units don't have to be wasted anymore in really dumb areas. Right. Okay, hopefully we can just win that normally. We can just take that as is. Okay. This should be fine, and then we'll have 33 reservists. Hi, girly of the honorary Balkans. Yo, how's it going? By the way, we're having reserve troops just in case. They're arriving any day now. Just in case. Oh, we've won this. Oh, that's just coughed up. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Right. That is exactly what the doctor was ordering. Okay. Holiday time. Honestly, real. By the way, I really want to have this. I think this is the only way we can get stuff like this, though. Securing the free world. Huh. I mean, we could do visit the front. Spain does not exist, though. That's a problem. That's an issue. Infrastructure in Angola. Colonial army. Non-core manpower plus 10%. Yes. I love that so much. Because that means we'll get Spanish. By the way, the only colonies we have is currently Spain. Which is, mildly ironic. Given the situation. Well, at least the situation of 1936, I should say. They really are, like, we are just playing patacake of nations. Which nation is going to take over which nation? Patacake style. Right. 80,000 units lost. Ugh. That's not fun. When are you getting here, dudes? They are just about to dock. So we're about to have a massive shock to our system on resources. Right, we need to free up this unit ASAP. ASAP, right. We've lost the unit needlessly. We're gonna cost them a unit needlessly then. Right, and then we're gonna pin them down here. That's fine. Hopefully we can stay relatively strong whilst doing this. Okay. It should just be a case of we can just take them down from here. Okay. Okay. Mercia. Okay, we need to just basically rush now. Rush as many VPs as possible. Okay. The issue is, I don't think we are able, as of right now, to grab the VPs we need. So we're just gonna run for like the side ones that we can run a horse to. Because we can't really do anything else than that. So we're just gonna go on that vibe train. We're gonna quickly patch up Madrid again, because for some reason that's not patched. And really gonna hope, really gonna pray on this one. Okay. Hoi4. Right. Okay. And there we are. We may have bitten too much. Do you speak any languages aside from English? I actually speak a tiny bit of German and Spanish. That's why I meme on the Spanish so hard. I meme on the Germans less so, because it would just turn into German jokes in a World War II game. And they're not very fun for anyone. Except for the people that, you know, are winning off it, of course. Clearly not being the Germans. Right. Sorry, I had to. It was a German joke. Like I said, that is what happens. Hearts of Iron 4, for real, on Skibbity. Right. Okay, we want to hold that. We really want to move as much as possible. I don't know how we're cracking Sevilla. I actually don't. Okay. Okay, and we're gonna just quickly hold this in. Okay. Oof. Oof. Oh no. Right, crack them in now. That has to happen. Okay, they are just about here. They are just about here. Spanish funky. Yeah, existence shall exist. Also, United Iberia. Nah, we go Maximus Portugal. Just for a giggle. We don't actually need United Iberia. Heaven has opened up for me. I don't know why it has, but it has. I think that's the war. Every VP today. Every VP. I don't care. Any VPs anywhere that I can just yoink. I don't know what to grab. I just have to grab anything, basically. They are about to win, but if we can grab one more VP in like the next 2 seconds, we'll be actually so fine. We'll try. Just up and around as much as physically possible. I do not care. Protecting, not take as many. As much as boss. Okay. Okay, if not, we'll have all of our reservists come in anyway. So the war is very much over. But, on the other hand, we are losing a lot of battles one after another. It is impressive how many battles we are actually losing. Okay. I would assume this has to be one of the last days of the war. Okay. Okay. Come on! Okay, Ciudad Real and Toledo should be enough. That should be enough. That should be enough. Surely. Surely this is enough. God, this was not clean. No. No. Why did I do that? Okay. 96. 96. It might take Cordoba. I'm not sure we have a capacity for right now. But we'll try. We'll sure as hell try. Okay. And then we can mobilize in China like there is actually no such thing as a tomorrow. Okay. The Fool of Paris. Okay. Oof. Okay. Granada? Surely. Surely. 97. Oh, it really does actually take Cordoba. I called it out on its BS, and it actually just said, nah. Nah, bro, you were wrong. Bro, you can't do that to me. You can't do me so dirty. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. We'll be fine. We've got an attack party. We've got an entire attack party. Okay. Okay, as many. But are you doing it? No. No, of course not. Right. We need this. We need this so bad. Out of everything I've ever done in the great game of Hearts of Iron. Oh my god. This is peak. This is peak, I don't know, comedy at this point. This is genuinely comedic on how bad this attack actually is. This is terrible. This is the worst thing ever. Okay. China's about to get some serious independence going. Okay. Okay. Toledo. Okay. Okay. Up and around using Sevilla itself. Oh my god. That might turn around. The supply sucks ass. Supply peaking border gore. Yeah, no. I don't think you can get worse border gore than this. Okay. Right, here. God. Yes. Yes and no. This is both amazing and terrible. Same time. We are remixing our feelings. Right. We are just gonna kill that troop for free. We're gonna move around. We're gonna also get this. We're gonna look here. Okay. Okay. Well, that's not good. Okay. Okay. I mean, they're completely free to move, but the AI I know wouldn't. Okay. Okay, come on! There is literally no reason now why we wouldn't win this. Cordoba is tilting. Cordoba is tilting. This is real. You are seeing this live. Cordoba is tilting. This is the last VP that they have. God, this is terrible. This is actually abhorrent. This is atrocious. Ooh. Ooh. Yo. Okay. I think that's enough. It was good. It was good. It felt good. Now, you might be like, but Boomy, our people are starving, and we also have no resources. How are you going to fix this problem? Simple answer, we're not. Good luck to them. Good luck to you people. We're going to just blissfully ignore that. Forever. Nice. For you see, when did I ask? Right. For manpower sake, we're gonna... It's really bad. Our manpower sucks that badly. So we're gonna introduce our new armies. They're really nice. We're in fact gonna put Louis onto our new armies, and our new armies are gonna go back to China. And these definitely have European people in. Okay, there are European people. Okay, they're just not many. Anyway, the great part about this is that we'll have free. Look at that, non-core state, but they don't resist either. It's beautiful. Beautiful, I should say. Right. Okay, so we're gonna need to do local police force in a lot of these places. Equatorial Guinea as well. Morocco. Nationalist Spain. The Arab Republic. Right, this is fine. The whole reasoning for that is just because otherwise it just sucks ass. So now we can link the army back to being here. Look at that. It's going well. We've got a plan. The plan might be ass, but you know what they say about ass plans? They have some cheeks behind them. You know, that was the worst joke I've ever said. I wish to no longer have a mouth. What is beauty more like practical problems? Oh my god. Thank you so much for today, by the way. Sorry, I was very much tense during all of that than looking at my screen. But yeah, we're gonna have the Infinite China Force. Because we're gonna have to rely on them kind of hard, for real. And what we're going to do to keep them in check for the next few wars is that's it. That's it. That literally was it. I really hope you enjoyed that. But yeah, we're also going to want to be looking at stuff like hydroelectricity. We'll want to look at stuff like that, definitely. Definitely. We have not already capped out on our tree in that we're just going to hit suppressed subjects like the neek that we are. Look at that. We would never do such a thing. Anyway, in other news, if you look at this guy, we're going to root out resistance inside Spain. Okay, there are not going to be resistance movements. I have you know. But yeah, I do love... You don't so... Damn. Okay, so... I'm thinking the Technocrat. I think the Technocrat will be one of the best things for us. We also will be looking at extensive conscription soon. But to be fair, we also just don't need to look at anything like that for a while. But that does mean also we have 2 recruitment capitals. And when we fight people... Well, not even when. Sorry, not if, but when we fight people. Okay? We'll fight them hand and heart together. Okay, I love the manpower that comes out of this China. This China is massive for manpower. Like, I'm gonna be for real. The reorganized government of China is actually cooked. Like, I got the majority of the manpower, bro. The China that's preparing for war against me, and they cooked as fuck, bro. They are genuinely, like, it costs me nothing to train. I mean, it costs my China tons, but, like, then again, it's my China guys. Who cares? By the way, it does actually cost me 20 people to do this. And that's also why I'm not too concerned. And as long as they're my puppet continuously, which is just the whole goal, by the way. The whole goal is just to maintain them as a puppet, not even do anything with them. Like, I don't wish for them to have a navy, basically. I just wish to make a lot of boats and to force their people to have those boats. And when they have those boats, they're going to accept those boats gracefully and not question why they're being handed boats for basically being enforced to give me things, okay? They just best accept the boats. Yes. Precisely, comrade. Boats. See, you are exactly what I want out of the Chinese people. No questioning, just accept the boats. Okay? Portugal will rule the Seven Seas, bro. It's just autonomy. I'm just forcing them to not have a nation. It's going to be kind of hilarious, to be fair. But yeah, we're gonna fight basically 4 fronts at once. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we technically got a 5th front, but that's gonna take like 7 people at max, and it will merge with the other fronts. I love how like we have enough that we can just rise armies out of nowhere, and these armies aren't gonna be bad either. In fact, I'm so confident we're gonna upgrade the army. Okay, they're upgraded. Granted, they technically haven't upgraded in the wait. Oh, I'm so glad I grabbed that. Jesus Christ, imagine we went through with that. We'll take the capital S. Fuck, that nearly went so... I was wondering why we had so many troops and guns. Well, it doesn't matter. The thing that matters is we have a lot of units. 4 width. It makes sense why there was a lot being made. I was really questioning, aren't our guns gonna, like, start running out? Yes, they were. Well, if we were making actual divisions, that is. But it doesn't matter. Just think of it like this, right? We have a functional army now, okay? And does it really matter how poor the economy is if you have a functional army? Hear me out. That's the whole hear me out cake, by the way. That's it. That's it. I'm adding nothing else to the hear me out cake. Okay, so we're basically going to fight the whole war solo, and then we're going to need a garrison force basically the same. But obviously not 4 widths. And we can declare the war whenever we wish, not the other way round. Now, how many guns in debt are we? A few. We are just like 3 guns under. So we'll wait for those 3 guns. It's fine. You know, we expected a few drawbacks. In all honesty, I didn't expect a drawback like that, but we did expect a few. So this isn't surprising. Okay. We're also going to finally relinquish our current thing with the Fairy Gordon, because it should be outdated now. I would like the Spitfire. Okay. I would like the Spitfire, I believe. Why? Right, you don't actually like me. You know what? I like you more. You probably have about the same stuff now. The A&T, I don't know what these are. Does anyone know? Right, close air support, interwar, basic, interwar. I mean, it's fine. We can do without them for a while. Let's think of it in a positive manner, right? We've been a bit effed, but it's fine. We're making more guns, so hear me out. Japan doesn't really have many airports anyway, so what's the chances that they even fight us? Right, what are we missing? A few guns. Right, what we are going to do first is garrisons first. Garrisons are the most important thing in our nation. I'm gonna have to admit. Right? If our garrisons aren't filled, this area just pops away. If they are filled, we get manpower. I like manpower, actually. Funny that. I'm a big fan of it. 3 guns, plus or minus 2. Yeah, no, look at that. Look at that, okay? Look. We have 5 million guns, plus or minus 5,073,007 guns, but theoretically speaking, okay, in mathematical terms, we could say we're not that far behind in guns relative to the population that we have. Is my lies working? I think my lies are working. Fill my garrisons, please. Okay, now that my garrisons are filled for free using the same nation that is basically footing the bill on everything else, I do kind of love it how China's foot the bill on literally everything. But to be fair, I am footing an bill, okay? So I need not hear dismail about how much I'm helping my people. How? Do our supplies suck? No, you're right. I don't think that's been managed. No, it hasn't. I'm really glad to have spotted that because we were all gonna start dying otherwise. That could have been bad. That could have been very, very bad. But yeah, the whole idea is we're gonna have to fight every single front against the Chinese and Japanese. But Portugal is #1, so kind of an easy war when you think about it. No, we don't want to. We just don't want to join Turkey. Actually, we just don't want to help them. Don't. Oh, if I did it later, we'd have a free war go on Vichy France. Oh, we could have claimed all of Africa for free. Well, free as in fighting the whole German Reich, but basically free. Okay, so we are now going up to extensive just to make sure everyone has enough. Boomy literally twitching. Yeah, no, I just hold back the last of my juice. It was very sad, actually. I was quite hurt when my juice disappeared. Okay, so we have lived and we have learnt. Also, I don't know if we have enough manpower for this many divisions, actually. Thinking about it. How much manpower did... 6 million manpower. They're still fine. I think it's like every month or something. Current manpower. They're already at max. They're just waiting for guns. They're like, guys, we are fine. Just keep pummeling it our way. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, how the hell are you okay? And they're like, just keep giving us the guns and stop questioning. Right. Everywhere that Japan can naval invade, we are instantly going to man. We are also going to have to man Beijing, like Beijing was our own child. Okay. Okay, I don't know why I read Portuguese theatre as get this. I know about this place because of Wales. Portuguese Timor. That is what I've read Portuguese theatre as. Just so you all understand my pain and anguish that I have been through. Okay. Right, clearly, we need to build some things. Like, literally anything in the north. Jesus Christ! Oh my. There's just no supply out this way. I mean, it's not a great surprise, to be fair, but, like, I really thought there would have been something. Right, we're gonna produce that before we produce anything else. The Japanese raids are also gonna really berate everything that we have. We also don't have as many ships as I would like. We only have 35 ships. But then again, we only need China. We don't need, say, Korea, and we don't need anywhere else. So it should be fine. It should be fine. Okay. Flotilla. Okay. To be fair, this is also European ships. And these are actually really high-class ships. Also, we're producing so many guns. I think we'll be fine. I genuinely am thinking, like, we'll be more than chill nowadays. That's on fire. That's probably shouldn't be on fire. If we had here, by the way, we'd have supply. Which means we need to conquer for T1. To be fair, looking at how much I just have on top of them in just sheer manpower, it's not going to be that bad. It's just, we're going to have to wait a while because we need this first. Has someone seen my suitcase? I can't, wait. Oh, yeah, no, I didn't. But one fun fact about East Timor is it's one of the only states in the game that you don't need a garrison for. That's right. You do not need a garrison. Any country on Earth can just take it. And it's 98% of that manpower, yeah, sure, it doesn't exist. Same goes for Gibraltar. I bet you didn't know that. And for some reason, if the Spanish Civil War doesn't stop, there's like a few provinces here. Which is actually kind of irritating, because I actually would like less. If you get what I mean, I would like more of them to have risen up against me. It, like, actually is better for me for that. But hey-ho. We don't question me, okay? Okay, 39%. Oh, trains. Oh, we need more Jesus Christ. How? What? Huh? Look, if you want trains, we'll make trains. Wasn't that literally like 500? I feel like this is enough factories. Right. Okay. We have vastly taken down how much guns we're making. How many guns? To be fair, we are mobilizing probably the largest army the world's going to see in such a short amount of time. Like, this amount of army is unnecessary. Okay. To be fair, for supply reasons, and also efficiency reasons, we're gonna just start bringing these numbers down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, wait, actually, I'm gonna bring two back into him. Right, 1, 2, 3. Right, we're gonna put 3 onto him real quick, and then 1, and then uno, dos, tres. Right, brilliant. Okay, this should be fine. This I'm actually genuinely content with. Okay. Macau itself should not have a problem holding. But if it does, we are in some serious royal doo-doo. Okay. Royal doo-doo is in order if we do not have enough. I love it how we just don't have the trains. We had everything else. I mean, the international market might be selling trains. Oh my god, yes. We're gonna make it 1 delivery. You can take the factories for 1 month. 14 factories for 1 month. Jesus Christ. It's worth it for the trains, to be fair. Like, I will happily 1 month give you my entire economy. Well, yeah, half of my economy is given to the Russians for 1 month. Use it well, comrades. Jesus. But yeah, I think civilian trains might be one of the most efficient things to make if you're a landlocked country. Yo, I thought it was some obscure joke, but she's actually looking for her suitcase. She's come... Oh my god. Wait, what? I didn't know what to make of it. I'm gonna be, like, completely honest. I kind of, like, ignored it, being like, I don't know what you're talking about. And, no, it's an actual thing. Okay. 4, 5, 6. Yeah. They were put back in their place quite quick. But yeah, because we don't really have a real army, kind of oopsies on that. We just don't have a real army, and we're just gonna have to deal with it. That's literally where we're gonna sit. Is not real army. We're just gonna suck it up, and we're gonna just deal with life, you know. Like grown-up people. And I will be crying because I am not one of those. I'm sorry, you guys are gonna have to be grown-ups for me. Okay, 395.85. Is that a way? Oh my god, soon we're gonna get even faster. Good. I love it how, like, Germany is taking out absolutely everyone, and then you've got communist Portugal in the south like, hi. I have so much trust in the Germans, it's insane. Growing up, nah, I'm gonna do puberty too. To be fair, I do sometimes feel like I'm mentally preparing for it, so don't worry. Okay. Right, I feel like socialist education in China again, just because like it's actually kind of funny. I love it, like the tree prepared us for fighting only the clique, and like probably wasn't thinking that we'd be stupid enough to do this. But we are. I mean, given if I think it's like 2 or 3 more times we do this, and suddenly they do become actually, like, look at that, consumer goods minus 15%. It would be criminal not to, like, leave it. Like, during this next war, I actually don't care how long this war goes, by the way. The war is mainly to make sure that they fight America. I really want America to declare war on Japan. Now, I don't think I'm a significant country enough to be on the American war plans, like, as in the game. Wait, let's see. I actually don't know if I am. No, I'm not. There is no war plan for me. There's none. My China isn't even on that list because it's not China. I love it. War plan Ruby? Not there. I'm on no war plans. There's nothing. America has to fight me normally if they want to fight me. Huh. Guns? Huh. Well, that's weird. I think it was Spain again. Like, Catalonia is, like, quite terrible to me right now. I mean, but do look at it. It's beautiful. Compliance is rising, and therefore, how much they're gonna want to kill me is less. It's always a good thing when people want to kill you less, really. At least in my own personal situation. Now, you might have a different outlook on life to me. To be fair, I could do the Iberian Socialist Republic. It would just be a civil war, and I don't know if I'd have China in the civil war. Because they're non-aligned. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to risk losing everything for nothing. Okay, it's only 10,000 now. Oh my god, 10,000 guns. We've actually made like 100,000 guns. Just so you're aware, that is what has happened. We have waited for 100,000 guns. God. I don't even know why or how this is possible. And why we waited so long for this. I mean, I'm almost concerned the fact that I waited this long. Right, and I like the fact that we're going up in both of these, so we can just reduce this. We can turn off that trade. Damn. We're going up in factories and up in the world. That's nice. Massive, thank you. Right, oh, that's still -2. 15 factories, I'll cough it. I'll cough it up. I'll happily cough it up, in fact. Look at that. And in a few days, it's just gonna bump again. Look at that. Bump. It's gonna, it'll tick, I promise. Look at that. It ticked. It ticked. It was that tiny bit more. Right, we're gonna start planning the next guns in like a year. My god, this is going to be brilliant. This is actually awesome. Okay. Right, we have no guns. I don't even know why I thought that would work. Okay. I do love how, like, China's, like, genuinely trying to prepare their own. They hardly have factories. I'm not even sure how they don't have factories. I think we got every unindustrialized state. Like, literally every single one that has no industry. Which is kind of concerning for them. Or we just stole all of their factories. Wait, did we? Yeah, I think we... Yeah, we stole their factories. China. All your factories are actually my factories. Right. Major Chinese L. Major Chinese L. You did it like the Soviets. Yo, yeah. And I'm proud of it. Okay. Right, that's 70... Okay, we are actually looking... How many troops until I'm happy? 42, and then plus about 18. So, the mental maths on this is not mathsing. 9, 3, 12. So that's 12 units plus 18. That is a... I'm about 30 units away from being happy. Okay? 30 units, and I'm golden. So that's about, like, 30 extra days. They did it in Germany. Wait, take the factories apart and rebuild them in your own country. Yeah. Major fan, let me tell you. Best economic strategy I've ever heard for the recipient country. Okay? Why build factories when you can just reassemble them? It's such a dumb plan, but I love it. By the way, I love it how we're not quite gonna hit that cap. More like insanity, bro. I love it. Well, they're still located in China. They're just not Chinese. Chinese Empire? Oh yeah, there's Chinese Empire and then reorganized government of China. They're two different states underneath the same Japanese government. Because Japan loves their people enough to introduce two Chinas for a shit and a gig. I mean, I personally am politically aligned with one China more than the other China. I'm so tempted to install another China, but like, I can't meme. It's an achievement run. I can't meme as hard. You don't know how much I want to meme on this, by the way. You have no idea. You have no idea the meme ability that I have. The unholy amount of meme that I wish to do. Okay, 463. God, we are producing so much. This is actually like, this is terrible amounts. Like, I feel bad for my opponent, you know, because. Oh no, you're gonna kill a load of men? Oh no, you're gonna kill a load of men? That's really sad. Anyway, so 42. Yeah, 42 I'm happy with. Because it'll cover every single province with at least one soldier. And to be fair, that's kind of all we need. Yeah, we'll have a few in Macau specifically. Just so Macau doesn't fall overnight. Because that would be a bit embarrassing. Imagine that happened. But yeah, Japan's very well known for their naval invasions, so we're preparing for that. And also preparing very greatly for many land invasions. We want... Yes, I called an attack a land invasion. What are you gonna do about it but cry? Right. Industry, engineering. I kind of am looking at that, but I think that's very memey if I did that. So we're gonna go for that. I don't want to do meme strats. I'm not here. Memeing is fun, but then again, death is imminent. Yeah. Oh, no. I just mean, if I install another China, we're here till, like, 1950, man. Like, there's no way around it. We actually just would be. I do love the fact that, like, we're just looking at the very nice fascist countries. Well, nice might be a stretch. But yeah, we're basically gonna take this, hold it, join the Soviet line. Yeah, that's right. We'll have enough time and industry to join the Soviet line, given our current situation. Because it's going to literally be, we nibble off the top there. If we can take off the top, there's no telling what we can do in the future. Okay, 19 and 20. Brilliant. Right. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Right. Now this is the last army that we need to build. The final army that must be made. God. This is gonna be nice. Okay. Just because we have like we have a strong everything, by the way. Like, it's not like we're weak, but we also want to like really prepare. Because I don't know what Japan has. It's 1941 and they've really not been disturbed very much. So I'm preparing for everything kind of level. Right, what we want to do is Central China. Yep, round about Chongqing. Yeah, because Nanning is still their capital. Brilliant. Right, so what we're going to want to do is have it so that entrenchment is reduced here. I don't think they have the units. I don't think they've been able to mobilize as hard as I can. Because they don't have collaboration governments. Is that Japan? German Reich is justifying... Oh, that's on the Soviets. Good luck, Soviets. As long as the Soviets don't die overnight, we should be fine. We will join the war when we have an army on their border. Because we actually just don't. I should point that out, by the way. We just trust the Germans not to invade us. We just outright trust them. It's very stupid to do this, but also, on the other hand, it's not too stupid. Low manpower. It can lead to... Yeah, no, I don't think we have low manpower. It's like 3/4... Like, 3/4? No, it's 346,000. I don't think that's very low. It could be very low in someone's eyes, but I feel like that's just a lie, a fib, to scare me. I love it that, like, this front, I'm just gonna, like, basically not have. I'm just gonna hold it normally. Just as a full backline. Because it's already fortified. And Japan already proved it's a struggle to get over there with really awful divisions. And these ones aren't awful divisions. They're just really built to defend. Macau is going to be, like, the biggest hold, by the way. I swear. Macau is going to be the most deadly hold. Out of all of the holds that we're going to have. Yeah, you see... I don't know where these guys are from. But yeah, that defense probably is actually very necessary, to say the least. It's like, oh damn, what, is your suitcase just gone? Damn, that's interesting. Okay, 19 divisions should be, I don't think we need those 9 from there. I mean, I think 3 divisions is enough given the fact that they don't even have enough to hold a front line. It's just to make sure that they have nothing extra that they can really surprise me with. I say they can't make a front line, and nor can we, apparently. Damn. We really are lacking. Jesus. Okay. It's really this line that's going to push, and then it's going to allow this line to push. That's kind of where we're looking, is we're using these to push this way, because this way has not much supply. Yeah, we're gonna, like, free up Macau, of course. Wait, how made is Macau? Yeah, let's at least make it level 4 fort. Let's give them something to live with. Because otherwise they are just cream crackered from the start of the war. Right, we're gonna give them 7 divisions. Just that we're gonna leave, basically. We're gonna leave 7 divisions just happily sat there. Okay. For the time being, we are going to move to army training, just so it's a little bit faster for us all. Mainly myself. Because Jesus Christ, it can be a bit long sometimes. Okay. Okay. And by long, I do just mean the weight, not the penis size of the troops. Because we are talking about the CPC troops. They do not have ginormous schlongs since last time I checked. At least I asked Mao Zedong himself last time, inside the Chinese Empire. That is right, there is a Chinese Empire, and it's really something. It's Communist China. They went from Yan'an to Yan'an. I'm not even sure how they did function or live, but you know, it's a thing, and we've got to allow them to do so. Right, there's like a 50 to 90% chance we die here. Like, I'm not even certain we win. Like, and I'm very, very uncertain that we keep our vassal. But, enough doom and gloom, we can do this. To be fair, actually, they helped out how much in the last war? It should be fine. It should be fine. Like, it'll just be mainly fending off is their activities. So we should be chill. I do love how Goa, by the way, has a ton of factories, but once you check their amount of factories, it's nothing. Thanks, Goa. Love you too. There are so many nice little areas, which just basically are just little lovely pieces of land. You know, Guinea-Bissau, love them. Like, all these little chunks of land. Lovely to see. Right. I'm really thinking we just instantly fight for this. It disappeared. Ah. Nice. Right. I think upon knowing that that random suitcase has been secured, we shall look. Right, let's request some licensed production. I mean, we could. I mean, I never know what they're doing. Right, request license production. I do kind of want the Hector of a Hurricane. I think they'll want us back on the Hawk of Fury. Am I accidentally ordering? Ha! They still don't want me to do it. That's very sad. Thanks, England. Right, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep now, England. Right. Okay, we're gonna pace stat research, I guess. Okay. Ah. Sauce, bro. BRB. Right. We're doing this very much alone, I guess. This is so dumb. I don't know if we'll live. I don't know what tomorrow will hold. But do you know what I can guarantee? I can guarantee this is going to be bloody fun. Is it going to be the kind of fun that you're going to talk about with your neighbours for the next 2 months? No. It's a kind of fun that you'll be screaming with your neighbours about for the next 2 months. It's a kind of fun that you'll think of me as a raging lunatic for the next 12 years. Okay, we're going to up our trade a little bit with the Soviets. We are also, what are we going to do right before the war starts? There was something really major, and it keeps slipping my mind every time I'm about to press the button. Firstly, let's get that going. I want you to turn communist, thank you. Manage, okay. I am considering... I mean, most of them say it's a good plan to move. And that one has no plan to move. So, we should be fine. And that's all of our... Yeah, I mean, we will be chill, probably. If we're not navally murdered. So what we're going to do with all of our nice ships is not do that. We're going to go to strike force across the entire Chinese Sea. And the great thing about this is, it doesn't really matter if we win it or not. Okay. Is that one's no. That one's yes. That one's no. That one's yes. Okay, that's interesting. That's, nothing. Wait, which one's this? They're all kind of saying yes. Comrades, if this goes wrong, the stream ends. If this goes right, the stream continues, as per usual, with no breaks. We are going to have no breaks. We're going to cry about it if it goes wrong. Oh, that's right. I was going to buy oil. That's what I was going to do. I was God, you can tell that I have cousins in America. Right. In the United States of whatever. Right. I think... Okay. What I'm going to do, right... Okay. Right now, we're going to buy an ass ton of oil. We're going to buy it from the Soviet Union, so it can't be blocked by anyone on this earth. Also because... No, actually, we're not going to buy it from the Soviets. They're going to waste it immediately. Yeah, you guys. America. Right. Brilliant. I want you to go there so you can fly in the Shanxi region because you'll be the only planes in that region. Yeah, that's enough fairy gordons to shake a stick at, to be fair. Okay, you know what? There's not much else we can really do, is there? So, without further ado... We also forgot that, so that... Okay. I didn't realize this. I'm really glad. I'm really glad to have spotted that. We're going to have to make a home front before anything. I really thought I was gonna get away with it. I really thought... Okay, screw it. We're gonna make a home front. God. I nearly lost to that alone. I'm really glad I caught that. God, imagine I didn't catch it. Okay. Huh. Okay, declared war on the Soviet Union. Germany breaks the Ribbentrop Pact. Yeah, so, we don't join that war for a long time. Brr. Yeah, imagine I went into that war. We're also going to flood this with Chinese people as well. We're just going to do a mix of Portuguese and Chinese. Because otherwise we're going to actually just have 100%. And it's going to look really bad. You know, I'm not a monster. I just torture people. Okay? There's a difference. What the hell? They're more built up than my units are. I actually don't have the capacity to build this. Okay. I think it's whilst I'm building an actual force, it doesn't like me doing anything else. Because I'm technically over the limit of which I can build. Which is weird, but if I did it in the Chinese order, it would allow me. Okay. Brilliant. Right, we're going to do the entire border real quick. On just one team. God, imagine that happened. Fuck. That was probably the closest I've ever came to just straight up losing in any game ever. That was, you almost saw like an objective loss. Like there would have been no debate in that loss. Portuguese Mozambique. Bro, I'm gonna basically be using these countries now. Like, thank you for your cooperations. We do not have specifically what you request for your divisions, but I literally don't know why that says that, but it can allow us to train all of them, so it's fine. I guess they're like hyper good units, and they're like, yeah, no, you can only make so many, and I'm like, ha, lol, watch me. I guess we're gonna. Okay, and that's Cape Verde. You do have enough manpower, right? They do not. Right. We're gonna do it like that, so they do actually have enough manpower. I don't think they ever had enough manpower. Never mind. They just don't. You know what? I'm not gonna bully them. We're just gonna bully them in secret. Right. Infantry 1937. You know what? That's daring do. Portuguese in. How the hell does that say, like, basically done with no manpower? That's gonna really confuse me. Okay, Portuguese China. Wait. You know what, Portuguese China? You're gonna really hold us together today. You and your 6 million manpower. Okay. This is beautiful. This is beautiful levels. Okay. This is... It almost happened. Okay. It does put us back, like, maybe, like, nearly a month in getting ready for the war, which is very sad. But it's fine. Okay, Mozambique, they're gonna have to up their, you know, conscriptions. L to them. I mean, I never asked for them to, you know, keep it down. Car. Get destroyed. To be fair, these guys are likely to get independence. This war, they are likely. Like, it's not unlikely, it's just, they are. It's gonna happen. To be fair, if I get enough compliance, I can just keep making lab governments, which is stupid. But I'd love it. I'd love another... Huh. Strange. Aren't the Germans meant to be doing better? You could just ruffle something. I think I could. But, to be fair, we are playing... Okay, Commander Puggle, do remember, we are not playing to be, like, so overbearing, because if we were, we would have done it. Bro, I'd be around the whole world right now. Okay. Bro, if you saw what I was editing, thick, you would not see me as the same person. You would never see me as Boomy Demo again. Wait, why am I adding them all in? This is really dumb. But you know what? It's so dumb, we may as well do it. It's a fair system. It's a fair system of conscription. Right. 18 units. I think 18 is worthy for that. The other 18 are going to be very worthy for going out and doing this sort of garrison of the great state of Portugal. Because it costs us, like, maybe 100 of our own units. So it's, like, actually really beneficial. I don't care about Mallorca, really. I can cough up Mallorca. Right. Okay. Awesome. Go. Go to Mallorca. Do it. Okay. Macau units. Okay, you know what? I'm just actually gonna wait for them to have enough. I know it's equipment. I know it's not manpower. They have so much manpower, it's insane. Look at their manpower. It's 6 million and it's not faltered. Deployed army manpower are apparently 117,000. And if you check my deployed manpower, it's quite nice actually. Yeah, so currently we have no one currently in the what? Make sure. Oh no. I feel like something really bad has happened. Has something really bad happened here? Ah. Okay, good. Good. Sorry, I was like having a minute. I was having a moment like, sorry? Okay. 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 You know what? I'm preparing mentally for this. I do love it how we could just like make the force to like stomp Germany now. Like we could with China. Like the amount of factories that we have and the amount of manpower that we also have would be enough to ruffle stomp them, as bro did say. But are we there to ruffle stomp someone? The answer is no. The answer to that question is always no. Because we are beings of peace and tranquility, of course. Of course we are, comrades. What else would we be doing? I love it that, like, without making a real force of our own, we've used 100,000 manpower. Just in context, comrades. In context, sir. Okay, that's like 52 divisions. We could honestly home make the rest of them. Like, it's really nothing. Let's just make the last 4 or 5 divisions ourselves. Like, let's not be lazy here. I just have a feeling being lazy to that extent is something. Right, there we are. Right, we'll wait for all of our units to hit in. And when they do, we will actually just see them. This is an insane idea. I'm not even sure if this will hold, by the way. Like, these are level 2 forts. They're not actually very good. We also won't have anything, really. It is just, like, how well can we hold? I actually just personally think we'll have no option but to hold amazingly, as we always do. I also do love the hundreds of thousands of units that are just going to pub crawl across China now. They're just running. They're just gunning for it, man. That's all of them. Why are they all there? I can't tell you. But is that a lot of units? Yeah. Yeah, it's actually kind of insane. I'm so prepared for war. I don't know why I haven't done war. Other than Germany would join. That's like my fear, is just Germany. So we're waiting for these guys to come across. When they do, I love it how we've got all the same ports. We're not even interacting in World War II properly. We're just gonna like optionally not. We're gonna let the Germans have like a really rough time in the war. Well, let the Germans have a heyday in the war, I should say. We'll have kind of a rough time for a bit. And then we'll just curb stomp them on 2 fronts. We'll just basically come in on all fronts and go, no, Germany, nuh-uh, you're not doing that today. I do love, like, how Angola is going to be one of their main protectorates of the nation. Okay. So, advanced small, we don't need that. We'll want a better engine, though. And that's how we're doing it, by the way. We're just gonna be, like, constantly making better things. I am almost tempted to wait until the new gun, but then we just wouldn't have a war for the majority of this stream. And we can't do that 2 streams in a row for you guys. Agent's been captured. That, honestly, it was kind of long that we left him behind lines. That's fair. Right. Okay. The rest of them should be arriving very soon. Where? What? Why? Why are you there? Huh? Oh, right, Oh. Oh. Well, my bad. My bad. For real, for real. Does that mean... Yeah, they're gonna go across... Ah! We do need these units, so we... I wish I could make this faster. Because this is a really easy achievement from this point. I really just want to wrap it up, get the Macau My Day achievement. I do love it how they are actually kind of holding them. We also, like, absolutely abhorrently take away, like, their supply whenever we move through. We just hope Leningrad's still open when we are moving. It's just gonna take a while. That's my only thought. I say, actually, they are getting a pace. Yeah, one day. I mean, they move kind of quickly through Russia. It takes about 70 days, doesn't it? It is kind of necessary. Ah, okay. The majority of our forces are about to set down any day now. I think so. Yeah, you can see them on the sea. They're coming over the channel. They're very happy to see what their motherland looks like. And some of them are still in China for some reason. We can't tell you why. And some of these boys, they are moving over just as we speak. Of course, we don't want to declare war on Japan yet because we'll be at war with Germany, at least most likely. There's no guarantee, but, like, it is kind of guaranteed. Like, as potential enemies go, it kind of is a threat there. That is a threat. Because, our ally isn't doing amazing. I'll have to admit. If Stalingrad starts looking awry, we will have to intervene. I do love it how that's me saying that. Like, I'll intervene, of course. I also love how, like, we just genuinely have so much more than our opponents. Like, they've been able to prepare. Right? They've been able to prepare these lines, and yet we are still, like, 10-0 on them. In, like, how many troops, how many guns, how good our guns are. Like, that's one of the main ones. Like, Asia really, really sucks in guns, like, 90% of the time. Oh my god. Ballsy as hell. They're doing it. They're doing it. Right. This is the final bit. Comrades, we have been here for one too many seconds. Okay. 4 units who are actually Portuguese are coming in to help fill the lines. Yep, that's right. For real, for real. The actual Portuguese this time. They're really doing it. It's not just forcing all the colonies to do stuff. They're actually getting their asses out. God, I don't even know who I can trade with. I mean, Vichy France. That's going to look kind of cute. Vichy France, my new friend. I love it how I'm going to trade completely with Vichy France. Like, my soon-to-be enemy. My friend, my friend. We are only actually trading in 2 goods. And one of them you can't even trade interdict. Damn, okay. Yeah, no, we're so fine. We are so chill. We're just gonna do this. And yeah, we're gonna look at that very happily. 29 on traded goods. That is so many. But for guns, it will be amazing. We are going to be so there. In fact, we need plain stuff, so we're gonna ignore that I ever did that. We're gonna start looking at light machine guns. At least if all of our stuff is ass, it doesn't really matter. Right. I know that, like, we could upgrade guns, like, in a moment. I don't think it is our best option, given the fact that we're about to take on one of the biggest, like, conflicts in the game. And cut off nearly all of our trade doing so. Right, breakthrough plus 6%. I think that's worth it. I think for 5% of the gun cost being made, it's worth it. I think breakthrough plus 6% is almost always worth it. Right, Japan is now also going to take... They're going to take a lot of their effort off me, which is hilarious. Because I'm not even at war with them. So they're going to, like, want to move a few garrisons away. Because, like, who the hell... Good to know. Isn't Japan... Japan's about to enter the war anyway. Wait, hey, for me. Okay, we're going to wait for all of the divisions to be ready and actually equipped. If it's manpower problems, we just don't care and we move on. What's the issue here? Manpower, right? No, it's not. Huh. We just don't have town anti-tank, which, of course we wouldn't. Like, who in hell has that? And yes, we spell ass. How funny. Haha. Okay, there we are. And we've got regular that. And then... I don't think they've made any military things. Right. Yeah, I don't know who else. We're gonna vibe with it. We're gonna move on from there. I think we're ready for war. I think we could not be more ready, in fact. One of our theaters of warfare have actually said that it's slightly worse to attack now, which is kind of funny. Given the fact that we were given the green light, like, nearly a whole ass year ago. Japan's economy will not keep up with us. I have almost whole-heart belief that, in fact, no economy could keep up with what's about to happen. Right. This is something stupid. Are you against Great Britain? You are! Good to know. You'll be against America soon. And that means I've got a free pass to do this. Thank you. Right. This is so dumb. Oh no. It's almost like I wanted this. Hello, China. Wait. Oh, right. That would normally put... Yes! We finally are considering attack. We finally are. Part of the Allies? Yo. We're not actually against that. Oh, we're getting ripped and torn on some provinces. Okay. It wasn't as positive as they were saying. Oh, it's because they've got cast work. Okay, that's fair. We're also hardly losing land given the situation. I don't think I want in on either faction at the moment. I will be deliberating, basically. Also known as making shit up for the next while. Whilst pretending like shit is okay. I think I should have spiked them like months ago. Kind of my bad. Oopsies. Oh, we can just like not fight them. Just optionally not. I am thinking joining the Allies because it is one of the easiest like yasses. Because we don't really have a capacity to... We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Thank you. Thank you for such a gracious offer. Oh! As Portugal joined the same faction as Great Britain, I didn't even know that was an achievement. Lol. Yo, random Chinese unit, go. Random Chinese bullshit, go. Right. Chinese Empire has joined the war. That's really disappointing. Is that one of the fronts that said... Yeah, it was one of the fronts that were kind of alright. Okay. Mengyukuo has been called as an enemy. Not as... Honestly, we're really hoping. We're really hoping this goes well. There's no guarantees this can. Philippines. Oh no, dangerous naval invasion. I care. Okay, anyway. Okay, this is fine. This is more than fine. Brother, how is it going, Penguin? I, like, seem to not see you for the longest time, and then you appear out of the blue. Out of the yellow, in fact. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. It's a very interesting line, I must say. Ha. Japan might be winning a little bit. And you know what? You know that greater economy that I was talking about? It might not be. But we are fine on our border here, so that's fine. Long as it is okay in Portugal itself. Huh, thank you, Britain. Where are these divisions, by the way? I would like them pronto. Like now. Now pronto. Like not yesterday. I want now. Okay. Okay, this is an situation. I was thinking I was vastly stronger than I was. The Chinese units must have a massive ass debuff. And China is already wanting independence. Which obviously is never going to happen. Integrated puppet? No. No, I don't think you understand. You are not even considering becoming a puppet, ever. You see, you are a people who are subjugated. You are not a people who have thoughts. A man who only can think will only have to think about thoughts. Right. Okay. To be fair, it is still going kind of positive. Is it a good situation? No. Is it an alright situation that could go okay? Yeah. I'd say so. Okay. Yep. The one unit is about to be lost. We're kind of free. Congrats on that one. Because this war is the same as the last war, but significantly worse. If I just fly this like here. Right. Why? I don't understand. Right. If we fly this in northern China, though, it should be fine. Nope. I don't understand. Okay, well, we're going to have to win this region anyway, so we're going to take some of our tactical bombers and such. Right. We're going to really hone in on the Huangxi. Because if we can free up that should be fine. Because worst case scenario is if we get pushed into Russia and we call Russia into the war. When Russia's available. That is. Yeah, you can see we are alright on a lot of turns. Right, I think it might just be missing equipment and such like that. And like small combat widths in comparison. I think that might be like some other holding back things. Oh yes. Beautiful. Beautiful allies. Yes. Come in. Oh my god. We're taking their planes down by accident. Right. Okay, range improvements. Do we want that? No, we really want survivability. Which we're getting soon, so that should be fine. And then we'll do this, and then we're going to get to our better weapons now. Because otherwise we're never going to. It's going to look pretty bad on our resume. Okay. Trade with the UK, although it's going to blow up. Yeah, that's just not even worth it. We're going to trade with the USA again, I think. Yeah, no problems there. No problems with trade with the US. Right, as always, the US is very reliable when it comes to iron trades. Right. In fact, hell, I'm gonna break down our trade here. Ah. Right. Yeah, I do still think it's Vichy France. Vichy France and America, boy. Okay, okay, the boy band is back together. Right. We've lost a fair few factories already in this war. We really need to just run and gain factories, basically. That's where I'm sitting. I actually don't know if... I don't know if it's worth collapsing this for an attack. For an attack force, because it's not really useful having a naval defense force if naval defense isn't even the issue at hand. With standard defense at hand, maybe we swap what we're doing, or we... I think the allies are actually keeping this together. I'm not sure how they are, but they really are. Okay, you know what? They're doing it. They're doing it. We shouldn't question the allies. They seem to garrison our garrisons even more. I mean, they were interested in this war anyway. They just didn't probably think they were going to join my side. Okay. Because once I'm stronger, that's it. Everyone is cooked, and I can just run at whoever. Okay. Kingdom of Siam, join the war. I can't look back, allies. You've got to do this. I mean, honestly, brother isn't correct anymore. Yeah, it's not. But hey-ho. The woman is all... Honestly. Right. Where are we going? Right. I actually think we're going to have to... I'm so stuck on what to do. We're going to get bombs. We're going to get bombs. Right. I think it's a bit late for things like bombs, though. Okay. What are we building? Shit tons of those, so that's fine. Long as it's useful enough. We're just going to hope that our China doesn't want to break free. So I think it ruins the achievement if they're not a collab government in the end. Which obviously we can't really satisfy both things. We can't satisfy a successful invasion and keeping them as that without like a really impressive invasion. Okay. Alright. Alright. This is going to lead to an encirclement. That's fine. United Sea blockades Japanese ports. Nice. Massive for that. Thank you, America. Right. The thing is, we want as much war score as possible. How much war score are we getting? Right, we're part of the Allies. 2%. That's not good enough. Oh, that's of the entire war, though. Of just specifically the Japanese war, we've got 3%. That's not a hell of a lot, though. Okay. The thing is, we've not really had any time to prepare for anything. Okay. But we shall not make excuses. You see, you can either come out with the results or excuses. And we shall come out with the former. Right. Right. Okay, you know what? You know what? We're gonna do something stupid. It's going to incite revolution on everything. But it's the only way forward. In my view, the only way forward is through sheer bloodshed. We need to remove this government, basically. It's the only way forward. It's just to keep gunning at them. And, well, we have the capacity in guns. We can certainly keep running at them. Plus, it will also really heavily increase our, like, you know, stuff in the war. And we can always bring them back down as long as they don't instantly break away. We just pray they don't do that and the Americans do a very decisive action on them. What's it looking like? 25%. That is not bad, to be fair. The American forces just jumping in China. They're just like, yeah, nah, we got it, mate. Thanks, Portugal. I mean, the chances are they are going to liberate China to an extent. Like, I can see that happening. I can see my China being the just categorical nice China that everyone loves. You know, granted, I think the Soviets are going to do that most, so I should have joined the Soviets and brought the Soviets into war. My bad. Because the Soviets would be stupid enough to do that for me. The Allies are not. Resistance to occupation here. I kind of can't help that. Good luck. Thank you. Justify war goal. I mean, I think the Allies have this, to be fair. Like, kind of in the bag. Like, when Iberia is just, like, completely on side. Resistance, construction, repair. let's get back to suppressing our subject, shall we? Right. We need armored operations. Okay, this is fine. We're not, like, actually cooked. As you can tell, armored operations help that tiny bit on the seizure of this province. Like, actually tiny. Like, bro, it hardly helps anyone. But, to be fair, we are making ground. Somehow. I'm not sure how, but we are. We're making a fair amount of ground. Yeah, nearly 500,000 dead. 4,000 dead. RKD's gonna look really good, though. That's all we get. That's all we need to think, okay? RKD's gonna look brilliant. Even though it's terrible. Even though RKD in reality is absolutely abhorrent. Okay. I love it how they're bombing the absolute ever-living like hell out of these areas every once in a while. Because you can see it actually in flames. Meaning someone's bombing it. Okay. Why did you have a Russian accent? I feel scared. I feel like we might have 3 streams on this, to be honest. This just feels like a tri-streamer. Okay. The Japanese are, like, a force to be reckoned with, to be fair. So, like, it's not a surprise. Huh, we connected the lines, really? That's pretty cute. I think we can almost stop for a bit. Let's stop all lines. Let's just get entrenchment. Oh, no, we didn't connect anything. We just lost a massive load of land in the middle. Oopsies. Well, hey-ho. Hey-ho. I really was like, oh, we've connected land. No, we've only really lost a tiny bit of land. It's not a big amount of land, but it's enough to cry about. Right, so we want cannons. Aircraft construction. Yeah, no, it's just survivability studies, I think. And we're going to start creating, like, one hell of a goddamn air force. Right, I'm going to create a seriously way too built... What? Yo, Soviets. No, I'd actually kill the Soviets if I did that. That's my only problem, is, like, if I do this, the Soviets die. Why? Generated too much world tension. Generated 29%, to be fair. That's a fair amount of world tension. Like, I do see where he's coming from. I'm not even sure how I did. Oh, right, annexation of all of Spain. Yeah, that probably does it. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, Gonzo. Gonzo, what? Oh, fuck. Us for docking rights. Yo, yeah. Yeah, everyone, fuck. Do you want me to die? God, getting kicked out of the Allies. No. Aggression Pact. Bring me back in the fucking Allies. I will do anything. I will give you a sloppy Churchill. God, no. We're about to lose a hell of a lot of people. Because of Churchill has a gripe with me. Look, I said Hitler was hot once. Look, I said he was hot once, okay? That shouldn't be enough to die. Okay, screw it. The Japanese are also slightly weaker, so... It should be chill. In fact, we're going to get a lot of participation for this. Think of the positives, not the negatives. Okay? Get, like, at least, like, 10% to be fair. It's gonna be quite good. Yeah, you may have military access. Yes. You may. Yes, England. Yeah, leave my faction, but you still want to march through my land? Yeah. Yeah, fuck it, why not? You know what? Take my ass whilst you're still there. God. He's bloody English. Right. Just whilst you're there, take my ass. Right. What? Oh, because I'm no longer in a faction as well. They've just removed their garrisons on me. Because I'm no longer as important. Let's go! Let's go! Right, we might actually be able to hold some of this. Not very well, or really at all, but just a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're still gonna lose abhorrent amounts of people. And it will be terribly sad, but in other news, we're gonna finally connect. We're gonna finally do it. Non-aggression pact. I don't. Yeah, sure. Everyone gets a non-aggression pact. I don't like war anymore, actually. I decided that very recently, since I declared war. Where is this army? Move. I want you to fight. I don't think you understand. Fighting is a necessary deed. Oh, so right, they're gonna help me by fighting in my land, whilst making it look like they're not interested in fighting in my land. Smart one, Churchill. But I hate you all the same. Right. We're gonna close the gap here. We're also gonna try for Nanning. Well, just whilst we have an opportunity. Kinda cute, kinda cute. Kinda cute. Would delete, will delete later. Might delete later. That's the meme. Right. Okay. Right, we need M for this. Nanning might be ours. If Nanning's ours, we recover on our massively lost industry. Like, massive, like, abhorrently lost industry. If we recover on that industry, we can actually, like... Macau's dead. Macau's dead! Shit. Shit, I misspoke. Macau's dead. We're cooked. Felt cute, might delete later. Yeah. Yo, you should... Guys, do you remember that image that I made, like, ages ago? Of, like, my character in front of the Chinese things? Felt cute, might delete later, though. Oh, Nanning. Nanning might be ours. Felt cute. Felt cute. Felt cute. Yo! We have gone up by 0 factories, but we have gone up by so much morale. It's insane. My morale of myself has gone up. Right. Yeah, sure, they might be cooking us. Like, to an oblivion. And my vassal wants to break free. I want to break free. God, I'd never get me to sing again on this channel. Jesus Christ, that was 12 voice cracks. And an abhorrent amount of screams. Screams. Terrified screams. Every scream. I hear them. No, I'm joking. Okay, I think... Yeah, no, it was a while back, to be fair. What do they need? Can. They don't want to. They like not having rights. They actually might genuinely not. It might actually be in the game code not to. Because of the achievement. That could actually be a thing. I'd be massive for. Okay. Chinese Empire is 37 towards. How much are we... Yo, 28. Yo, we lost Macau, and yet we're still beansing it across the game. Okay. Cisneo. Right. Yo, we're beansing it. We are so beansing it right now. Really hyper-aggressive here. Really hyper-aggressive. You can see it's working. Pin them down. Make sure nobody escapes. We're getting Chongqing. My God. My auntie in a wet. Right. There we are. Chinese Empire will be cooked. That is one more nice little area. Okay. Okay. Infiltration assault. Let's hope China doesn't want to break away, because if they do, we are cooked in that moment. Okay. Chengdu. Right to Chongqing. Right in. Okay. Is that a supply hub? Please say. That's not a supply hub for us. It was for them. But their country's cooked anyway, so it doesn't matter. I love it how we might actually be able to take them out without taking out any of their military. It's wild. Right, 1 second. I'm being knocked on the door. comrades, to be fair, today is a sunny day, and my dad, as we are turning the war around, has told me I have steak, and that it will be nasty in about 5 minutes' time. So, I shall enjoy the sunny day. I apologize to every comrade who was yearning to see the end of this, but we shall see Chongqing, because honestly, it's so cute. Look at this. Felt cute, might delete later though. Look at this. Yo, Chongqing. Chongqing is secured. Just to point out, their abused China, is 42% towards capitulation. We could technically do this. They have no army man free. Enjoy your time. Thank you. Thank you so much. I will be seeing you all soon. God, I would not want to be that state. The Germans might cut quite hard, to be fair. And the thing is, if we can secure China, we can actually, just to point out, if we win this China war here, this isn't a problem. If the Soviets die, it's not an issue. I love it how we're not in any faction anymore. I'm not joining the Communism. I can't do it. Good to know you're always watching. He's still watching when I leave off, by the way. So, let's see who is the #1 on Earth for military. That's right, it goes Nazi Germany. Then it goes the United Kingdom. And then me! Yeah! And then Japan. You can see the US is all the way down here still. But that's number of divisions, not quality of divisions. The Americans still have the best divisions the game has. I shall be leaving off very happily at this. I think we are en route to victory. We are 7th on Earth on score, which score is comprised of absolutely everything together. We are the 7th country along. Granted, that's literally all majors than me, so it doesn't really matter. Hey ho. But as an independent nation, I am immediately after the Comintern in strength, so look at that, we are just doing well. To be fair, it might just be the amount of, really crappy Chinese divisions we made. They're not even crappy, they're the same divisions as I use normally, by the way. It's just, they have air, and they also have supply. The moment we get supply, by the way, which is why I referenced Russia, to, a Russian battle, or we would win against the Germans. It's factual, we actually would. But yeah, the Russians are getting more and more unlikely to pull that war round. Hopefully they do. So, I shall bid you adieu, and we'll see you another day.